What does success mean to me? Oh man. Success to me means that no matter what I'm doing, I can provide for my family, I can give a good life for my family, I'm doing something that I love, I'm not hating my job every day, or I'm not dreading each day going forward. I wake up and I'm looking forward to what's on the agenda for the day. I think success is the people that you help, the people that you inspire. I'm in the people business when it comes to my coaching and all that stuff. It's about helping them achieve their goals, being a positive influence in their life or their kids' life. Just kind of a beacon of that positivity, you know? And that's, I think, kind of like the whole message behind why I wear crop tops, why I wear bright colored clothes. It's just like being comfortable, being positive, being happy, like do what you want to do, like don't take life too serious. Yeah. Every time I go to do a run, I've had like my whole right side is just blown up. So I haven't been running a lot because it just pissed it off for everything else.
It wasn't the legs or anything?
Nope, back was the worst part, and I started out way too high.
What was your heart rate?
It said average 160.
Oh, that's not bad.
Max is 170. World Fitness Project tour number 2 did not go how I expected on the first couple days. Workout 1, 2-mile run for time. I take off with everybody else. Felt my hip right away, felt my low back right away. Looked down at my watch and see that I'm running like a 5:40 mile. Right there, I was like, uh-oh, I should not be doing this right now.
Also trying to push the pace.
Got down to like a 6:05 mile by the time we were another about half mile in. At that point, I had realized that I totally redlined. I had no business with those boys up there. I should have stayed with Justin. He did like a 6:30 pace for the first half mile and then built. Thinking back on it, should have kind of started out a little bit more controlled versus putting the jets on. But competition has a way of just pushing you through it. At one point throughout the run, I was in last place. And I was able to come back and pass one person before the finish line. Yona came up just now?
Yeah.
He's like, I was gonna yell to you to just slow down and I'm not even gonna try anymore. I was like, man, I wish you would have, because I was trying still. First workout, World Fitness Project, 29th place out of 30. The 3 weeks leading up to Mesa were some of like the hardest just to stay engaged with in terms of the training. We just got done competing at the CrossFit Games, ended up finishing 20th over the weekend. Not super happy with the placement considering how I was feeling leading up to the games. I took like 2, maybe 3 days completely off and then hopped back into training. Felt like I just did not want to be in the gym at that point. Some workouts would go really good, some workouts I would get halfway through, and then the energy system and just willingness to suffer and push just kind of would die. Basically told myself we're going to take it one event at a time and do what we can. Relied on a lot of carryover fitness from the season. Event 2 is the first time I got time capped in a workout in a competition. 100 strict handstand push-ups definitely destroyed me. It's completely better now, but over the last year I was kind of dealing with a shoulder injury and I just don't think that I was able to get the volume back that my shoulder was used to handling. Once we got to about 60, 70 handstand push-ups into the workout, the last 30 were just rough. There just was no pressing muscles left.
Mert has left everybody else for dust. No one else is off the wall yet. Exceptional performance from Colin Mertens.
I think I finished that one 25th. That was the end of day 1, and I knew that the first 3 workouts were going to be kind of like the worst of it, and then after that, the whole weekend was going to get better.
Gotta have a good time, if nothing else.
The first year I went to the games, I got into the games through a backfill spot, and one of the things that I was talking to Tia about was, she said, use that as like your superpower. There's no expectations on you, there's no pressure on you. You just get to go out, have fun, you achieved your lifelong goal of making it to the CrossFit Games. Go out and just enjoy it. Like, if you have a bad event, whoop-de-doo. If you have a good event, whoop-de-doo. But there's no pressure, there's no stress, there's no expectation. And I had my best finish at the games that year.
Nick Mathew is gonna win.
Since then, there's been a little bit more pressure. And not necessarily from the outside world, but more pressure that I've put on myself to perform.
He's had some huge moments in this Coliseum.
Started out as kind of like a side project, fun little hustle of working out, and it's turned into, hey, this is the other half of my career.
This might be the loudest I've ever heard the Coliseum on a Wednesday night. What does that victory mean to you, staring down four of the most famous names we have in CrossFit?
You know, I can't even describe it. This is absolutely insane. This experience is just crazy from the beginning so far, and it's just, I'm super happy to have made it. And yeah, that's all I got.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Arizona.
Day 2, workout 3. I wanted the tides to turn a little bit in my favor, so I might have gone out just a little bit aggressive in that workout. Jumped on the ski erg, knew my pace was not going to be first off of the ski erg. I think I ended up bottom 5 people to get off the ski erg and head to my toes to bar. Hit 30 unbroken. Started to feel my grip fatigue, my core fatigue a little bit more than usual. Started walking forward to my deadlift, and I was like, surely I'm able to just rip this, hit a big set, move on, and like kind of make up ground. Do my first rep, and it felt like the earth. I think I did a touch and go set of like 4. Dropped it, stepped back, kind of like looked around, saw people already advancing their barbell forward, and I was just like, what the heck is going on with my body this weekend? There's a couple times in training leading up to the World Fitness Project where my body kind of did the same thing. I'd get halfway into like a 2-mile run and body just said, no, our legs are gonna blow up, our heart rate's gonna go through the roof, and you're gonna slow down. Ran across the finish line, and at that point was probably the most pissed I had been about the weekend. Body's just tired, and it didn't really get some time off and some rest. Maybe I could have afforded a little bit more of like a week off after the games and then have a 2-week prep versus like just trying to get back in right away. So I don't know, haven't felt like this before in competition ever. So thank God that I already qualified for Denmark. 400 points are up for grabs, so the weekend's not even half over yet. We got a heavy lift coming next. Hopefully we can get some momentum back with that. And then we got a couple fun workouts tomorrow that might be a little bit more time to just kind of enjoy the working out process and enjoy the fun atmosphere. Good job, dude. So yeah, let's just go get ready, lift some heavy weights, see if we can build some momentum back, ultimately. Yeah. Why do I do this? Why do I put myself through this? Number one reason is I told myself I had a goal when I first started that I could make it to the CrossFit Games. After seeing Rich Froning and all those guys there, I was like, oh, I can do that.
Oh my God!
Realized that it was a lot harder than just saying that you can do it. One of the reasons I do it is to continue to prove myself that I'm in control of my goals, and I told myself I was going to do this, so I'm going to do it. That was kind of the start. It's evolved into, okay, I achieved my goals. I now am thankful to have my sponsors and able to start to create like a career and living out of it, so that now I can use this to support my family and support our future and support traveling and vacations and more experience, you know?
Where do you think your desire to provide for your family comes from?
I would say from maybe my dad's side, it didn't seem like he was doing all that he could to provide for the family. I want to do the opposite of what I saw growing up with the way I run my family and how I'm doing things with my family and how I'm providing for my family. I want to show up and I want to be there for them. And if I can do that and hold these experiences like competing all over the world, making money doing what I'm doing, and leading like a positive, healthy lifestyle ahead of that too, that's the route that I'm gonna go. We get into event 4, 8 minutes to establish a 1-rep max clean. Probably my least stressful workouts are when we just get to do a max lift. When I got out there, the pulls felt amazing. Hit 387, and that was 3 pounds under my PR at the time. So I was really happy with where I was at there. I slapped on 395 pounds, and then I looked at the bar and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go 397. And then as I was putting the weights on, I was sitting there thinking back to the gym, and I was like, well, I'm never gonna hear the end of it if I lift 397 and I don't just put 400 on the bar, because what's 3 pounds at this point, right? So I loaded up 400, gave it a pull and missed it. Knew it was kind of a technical error. It wasn't a strength issue. Had like a 1.5 minutes to spare. Went out there, pulled it, and knocked out a big 400-pound lift for a 10-pound PR on the weekend. 13-pound jump on that last lift to hit a nice easy 400.
Baby. I guess. Pulls felt really f***ing good today. And I knew I could squat it if I catch it. And catching's usually the hardest part. Dude, that was wild.
That's a
Like, I don't even believe it still because it didn't feel very hard.
that's a big momentum.
Yeah, that made me happy.
Dude.
Yeah. I wasn't
that.
happy. Now I'm
Love that.
happy. So.
Dude.
How many has he beaten me in? 3 out of 4? This
Don't-
guy coming in hot.
Don't make it weird.
Pro division next year.
Here we go.
All right, cool. I'm
Hey,
gonna
nice
go
job.
sit with them now.
Nice job.
Now that I'm happy, I can like socialize. I'm gonna start to now. That one was the most fun. Start out hot.
Hello?
My tweety,
Hi.
what are you doing? You got manicure with grandma today?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. And what are you doing now?
How has being a father changed you as a person?
For one, I never knew I could love something as much as I love Corey. Like when they come out and you're just like, oh man, that's a whole new love that you've never felt before, you know? Like that, I'll do anything for you, like I'll die for you love. I mean, you as a dad probably know that too. So
Crazy.
yeah, it's absolutely insane. And people that don't have kids do not understand that. And until they have kids, they will not understand that. And like you can say it all the time and they can be like, oh yeah, I believe you. It's like you just won't understand that. And that's totally fine. You know, it is what it is, but. Up, and then across. Coming from my upbringing, like from my teenage years and on, like I know what I did, I know what wasn't there, I know what was there, but like we're in the early phases. I don't remember those years. I never got a textbook or anything like that. First years Corey was born, all the way up till 3 years old, I owned my own business. I had a little smoothie bar and a personal training studio. She used to come with me and serve up shakes every morning. We used to run boot camp classes together. I'd strap her in that little baby ergo that sits on your chest. After a long day, she'd just like nod off right there in the ergo and just fall asleep as I'm like coaching and preparing things and talking to people and working. It's just been fun seeing her develop into the little girl she is, you know, and being the dad along the way. It's been a fun journey.
Morning conversations. Tired of walking out, like being ready for it.
I was tired before coming into this weekend. After this week, I'm looking forward to a week.
Apart from a hardcore swimming day, of course.
The hardcore swimming day. This might be like the longest break I ever like actually take after training. Normally I get like 3 days in and I'm like, okay, I'm itching to work out again.
I'll join you just to make sure that you have a break.
Yeah.
I'll be that.
You'll do it
break.
too?
Yeah, you know, just to be there.
Support.
Exactly.
Going into the last day, I was in like 25th place. My sights on the top 15 were out the window. But after 4 and 5, I felt fired up and ready to have fun again, which I forget to do sometimes on the first couple days. I love myself, heavy jump ropes. I love handstand walking. C2 bike's kind of but everybody at that point is going to be going roughly about the same pace there. And it was kind of just an execution workout. I finished top 3 or 4 in my heat, battling it out with some people that I knew that I needed to beat in the heats next to me. Because that point separation is ultimately what's mattering kind of as we get towards the end of this. I think I took another top 15, 16, somewhere in there. Got a nice good chunk of points and kind of helped me start to move up the leaderboard and pass some people.
Hey, yeah, definitely. You guys having fun? Yeah, definitely. Here you go. 13:59. It'll be hard to beat. My bike went down to 1300 towards like the last 10.
240, I think 243, doing hot a little bit. And then it was like a 254, 254, like a 301, and then you crushed the last one.
Yeah. Do we want to go watch? Let's do it.
Only using this because we don't have any Franks. And the primal kitchen that we have is ketchup. I don't understand that. I don't like ketchup. I want to eat this fast so I can go play in the pool. What? You go through a season and you work on things and you work on things and you work on things based on what has come in the past and weaknesses you've had before. And sometimes everything you worked on doesn't come back and it's just like, oh, well, I put all this work in and I didn't get to really show it, you know? Today's workout was one where I did put a lot of work in and I did get to show it a little bit. Do that format of workout a lot in my programming where it's like, do something, handstand walk to something else, handstand walk back. And usually that handstand walk I try to make pretty challenging. The last 2 years I put a lot of work on machines to like get better at them, but leading up to this competition I haven't been as diligent on doing it. And then what do you know, 50% of our events have machines in them, and machines are kind of like a make or break in some of these workouts. That was kind of a trade-off there. I got better at standard CrossFit and being the machine and lost the ability of moving the machines as much. So there's give and take in training there, and just something you got to figure out and balance out and come back to, and just goes to show you just got to keep working on things, you know?
Let's go.
Recovery of champions.
Recovery of champions. Quick 700 calories. It's actually pretty good. Wait.
No more to be
I wonder if I could fart and it project me that way. I wish there was a swim event to see if that'd be good. I think that's the one.
What is your profession?
For sure the one.
That's the one?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. I love you guys.
This year is a little bit different in that on one side I made it back to the CrossFit Games, but now on the other side there's this pro card on the World Fitness Project side of things. Even more than the CrossFit Games this season, my focus has been kind of on this pro card for Denmark. It would have the most immediate effect on my family. Financially, how long that I can stay in this and compete. Doing online qualifiers just to qualify to get there is like the hard part of doing it. If I qualify for this pro card, I don't have to do all that stuff next year. And I think it's gonna be much easier for me to just focus on training and maintain the pro card. Competing and the sole focus on that has been like plan A this year, because that's the one thing that can actively change my life really fast. But it is a bit of a delayed gratification still.
You got easy questions? No, damn it.
When you're trying to be successful with one thing, there should be no plan B. And when it comes to competing and training and all that stuff, that is my plan A, and plan B is just distracts from plan A. Some things can be built simultaneously and things like that, but your sole focus needs to be on what you're trying to do and get accomplished. Haven't thought about too much about 5 years down the road, and people give me crap for that. A certain person gives me crap for that, and he knows it. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Get the hair all right.
I drank Red Bull. So I'm ready. Whatever we got. That was it. That was a bee. Is that a wasp? You ever watch High School Musical? I was a diehard, big fan. Let's go, baby! Woo! Oh my god. I worked really hard on that one.
As soon as you went past 9 muscles, I'm like, yeah, that's it.
I think in my head I was like, if I go past 10, Mitchell's gonna be like, yeah, let's go.
John was freaking out. He was so happy.
John was?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I want to go see that guy before he leaves. Honestly, I didn't expect that. I felt really shitty going into that and was planning on breaking up my muscle ups into like 3 sets, my bar muscle ups into 4 sets, and probably having to resort to squat snatches, but the total opposite happened. Let's go. We sent it and we got through, and like I said, just chip through it. Just chip away on that workout.
What kind of bad did you feel? Was it fatigue? Were you like,
dude, my knee hurts. My back was blown up earlier this week. I didn't want to squat, so I was like, I'm not squatting back here. I want to power everything. So yeah, it was. Yeah, my body's just worn down. And now I get a week off. I get a week off to chill.
And then roll call.
I'm not doing roll